I am hoping that this will be the last video on Plato. If there are some extensions, then definitely I'll make videos and add to the playlist. Don't worry about that. But still, I feel that I'm happy that we are closing Plato today with the criticism on the ideal state theory of the Plato. That is how we are going to close the Plato topic. Aristotle, who is the student, basically student of Plato, who studied in the academy itself, which is established by Plato, criticized that this is unrealistic and impractical state to be formed. Why is it impractical? It is very simple. Philosopher King itself is an impractical theory. Philosopher King is a idealism that after 50 years, can you guarantee that there will be no greed in the philosopher? No, not possible. Can you guarantee that he will not marriage secretly or do something? No, not possible. Can you always monitor all these people? Not possible. Can all the children of the PKs or from the philosophers, whoever born to eugenics, can be grown up without the help of their parents? Not possible. These many impossible or impractical things were there in the ideal state or the philosopher king itself. Then the whole ideal state which revolves around the philosopher king is impractical and unrealistic. That is what Aristotle have commented on the Plato's idealism, ideal state theory of ideal state. So Karl Popper say that it destroys freedom, blueprint of totalitarianism. It destroys freedom. Of course, definitely it is destroying freedom in the beginning itself by creating something called as a noble lie, which means that what is the noble lie? It is myth of metals. What is myth of metals? It is what called as tripartite system. This tripartite system is not letting people to choose their profession freely. That is what destroying the freedom. And then women are forced to move only with the guardians, to mate with the guardians, so eugenics can happen. Here the freedom is gone. And then philosophers, whoever studied, should be taken as a duty, not more than a reward. Philosophers should to be big to rule as a king, as a duty, not as a reward. Here the freedom is gone. So these are the destroying factors of freedom, and he says that this is the blueprint to totalitarianism. Karl Popper criticized the Plato in such a way. So now modern democrats, what they are doing is, modern democrats, what they criticize is, it is anti-democratic, definitely, because philosopher king hai yahan pe. So ignores participation and consent. That is the problem with the Plato with modern Democrats. And Marxists tell that he defends class division. What, it is not about defending class division, the creation of class division. That is what the Marxists should tell. Creation of class division is by Plato. Marx always say that, Marxists say that there should be no class, no bourgeoisie class or no rich class. No class should be there. Everybody is equal. So they try for egalitarian society. But Marx is here. Marx is here say that Plato is defending class division. That is of they're criticizing him. And then feminists say that women equal only in service, not autonomy. Women autonomy is not given here. Women, whenever they give birth to child, they are emotionally connected. But the child is taken away from the woman as soon as they are born, and the then the children become state's responsibility. So this is where the whole problem comes for women. Woman is equal only in service. Philosopher king is okay, but still the problem is philosopher queen is okay, but there is no autonomy, no freedom for women. It is not really intended that women. It is not really about the women empowerment. It is about the state-centric approach. State-centric approach, which means that state is the center of all theories of Plato. State, the growth of state, the welfare of state is the welfare of the state is the main center of all theories. How he found all theories, he then created men and women as agents of state, and then he want to also make that their children or offsprings also become the agents of state. So it is not only single generational rule, and then these will have some other child will have some other child, so this thing happen and continues. So that is where there is no freedom. That is what they told that they destroyed. Karl Popper told that Plato's theories destroy freedom. So Marxist also tells that the class division is defending it, and feminists tell that women equal in only service, not autonomy. Realists tell that of course idealistic ignores power dynamics, human nature. Obviously, yes, idealistic approach is always ignoring power dynamics, human nature. Very true. So Plato's ideal state is just and harmonious, ruled by philosopher king, sustained by education and virtue, destroyed only when reason yields to desire. That is the whole conclusion of Plato's ideal state. I hope you understood the whole concept of Plato if you have watched all the videos on Plato. And this is how we are going to end Plato. If you want, you can take a screenshot or you can find the notes at the resource point wherever I provide in the description. But still the problem here is Plato is not limited to this, or we cannot limit Plato only to certain concepts. You have, once you understand the spirit behind the thinking of Plato, you can answer any kind of theory that he might be thinking about the Mentos box like this. He will be thinking like this. He might be thinking about YouTube like this. He might be thinking about some kind of a law that is introduced in India like this. So that is of the essence of Plato is needed, and you have to consider his essence or his ideology also behind his thinking. So I hope we are done with the Plato. We are moving with Aristotle from the next episode. But these videos are basically concept wise, because whenever you search on YouTube, you will get my video. You can watch it separately also. Everything is self-sufficient, basically. That is the reason even I have covered many things in the previous videos. Even they are a little bit lengthy, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, but I have covered them in depth just because uh, every video I'm thinking to make it self-sufficient. So let's quickly see what is Plato's theories and how they have worked and all. So theory of justice we have written. Just give me a minute. Theory of forms we read after, I think, communism. Yeah, that's it. Yes. So, theory of justice we have studied the justice definition, and justice definition itself tells the tripartite society. And tripartite society, how will put into people into tripartite society? Then theory of education came, where curriculum of education we have studied how and which test will happen at what age, and then how will they proceed further. And then whenever they proceed further, they should know some kind of a reality that this is not the exact reality. There is some kind of thing called forms or ideas where they are permanent. This reality is always changing. Once the forms are done, then we will go with the communism, because guardians have power, so they should not have private property, wives or children. Then we will be seeing about the philosopher king. Who is a philosopher king and who have the power of the philosopher king, how philosopher king is more deserving candidate in the tripartite society to rule the nation. And then once the philosopher king is done, then ideal state. What is ideal state? Combining all this is called ideal state, nothing else. Combining all these concepts is called ideal state. Once the ideal state is done, we will be discussing, we have discussed about the criticism of ideal state. Every point of time we have discussed the criticism also together in the same concept video itself. So I hope you got everything regarding Plato as of now. If you have any doubts, please do let me know in the comment section. Also write your takeaways in the comment section. I will pin the good takeaway. Thank you so much for watching. Meet you in the next one.